A few months ago, I heard the call to walk the way of St. James. I am walking the Camino Santiago. I packed up my bags and landed in France, not sure what to expect.
So much anxiety right now.
After crossing over the Pyrenees, I realized this is not some ordinary hike or long trek. This experience is teaching me so much about myself, and I met some of the most incredible people. And it's only just begun. Today I'll be taking you with me as I set off from the small village of Roncesvalles, Spain into Zubiri, all while enduring my first injury on the Camino and ditching my hiking boots for flip-flops down a mountain. I'm Crystal, and this is Vanhalla Adventures. Good morning, everyone. I don't know if you can hear the birds chirping. I have this sweet view of the trees this morning. The birds are chirping. It's a beautiful way to wake up. So today we're off to Zubiri. I'm not quite sure if I'm saying that correctly, but instead of having the usual breakfast with everyone, they always serve breakfast at 7 a.m., which seems a little late for me because I want to get going because we're in the middle of a heat wave. I just asked for a bowl yesterday from the restaurant downstairs so I could soak my oats that I purchased in St. Jean in water. I just have a banana, and bananas you can purchase generally along the Camino, probably for potassium. That's probably why they have them. And then I have some raisins and some goji berries and things like that to put on top along with the banana. And then I just soak some green tea and some water. So a lot easy breakfast and I don't have to wait. So getting all fueled up before our day today. I looked at the forecast. It looks like it's going to be overcast. Sounds good. So I'm so excited for this breakfast and to get going and see what the day has in store. Today I set off from Roncesvalles, Spain, one of the most famous stops on the Camino Frances. Before I begin my walk, I stop by the chapel of Sancti Spiritus. I have found that even though I'm not Catholic, I enjoy stopping by the churches for a moment to set an intention for the day and lean into why I'm really here. As much as I've tried to justify why I'm here with reasoning and logic, I know that there is still a mystery around it. I was called by the Camino to walk, and so I am, not fully knowing why, but trusting that whatever medicine I am meant to gain, I will receive. My intention today is to be open for whatever comes next in this journey, and to release any expectation I have of this experience. I was just thinking, this is such a relaxed hike, just pretty much flat, just nice and relaxing after yesterday. All of a sudden, I'm noticing, feeling a little bit winded, and then I look up, and there is this big old hill. So, off to another hill today. The one thing I don't think I've ever heard from anybody in the YouTube videos about the Camino or anywhere on the blogs is that there is this scent of manure, the smell of cow poop on a warm, humid day. I'm embracing it though. I'm just gonna really soak up that farm fresh air. It seems like when it's not just like in the towns, it's just kind of everywhere. St. Jean didn't really smell like manure, but today it is very strong. Just something I'm kind of noticing. So far, today's been a very crowded Camino, which is fine. You know, I'm obviously here too. And still, I've found that even with all the people, it still gives spaciousness to reflect
just walking through that forest. I felt like this yesterday too. I feel like I'm in Robin Hood, like this medieval times, and should be wearing one of those big dresses. And so starting to think I'm really gonna have to get new boots. My boot on one side is fine, but on the other, I don't know why, but where the ankle is, it keeps rubbing up against it, and sometimes it's this stabbing, piercing, like sharp pain, and it's really starting to hurt. I've tried relacing my boots several different times in different ways, but it's really hurting. I even put a Compeed over my ankle today, because if I watched the last video yesterday from Orson to Roncesvalles, I mentioned that my feet were hurting. The rest of the shoe is okay. They're not as sturdy as I would like, but getting new boots that aren't broken in, I don't know. But this is, I can see this becoming an even bigger problem, and I still have probably another 11 miles, 10 miles to go today. I really don't know. But it's definitely, I'm just kind of doing my best to ignore it. I'm remembering the saying that pain is inevitable, but suffering is a choice. And so walking with that, that's my walk today, it looks like, or at least for right now. Well, it looks like I've entered another little town, and I'm trusting I'll have a minute to just take off my shoes, maybe find some food, or at least just sit and eat. I think I have like a half of a bar in my bag. And that would be really great right about now.
After the short break, I hit the trail with my new friends whom we met last week, but I quickly realized my ankle was getting much, much worse. I'd planned for blisters very well, but not for this. A weird pain on my ankle? This was totally unexpected. Thankfully, my Irish trail angels come to the rescue to help me once again.
You two are my trail angels.
You need to lean on me, dear.
Thank you. Let's see.
So is that down far enough?
Thank you.
Sorry, I hope I'm not hurting you.
Oh no, you're good. Let's do it right there.
Because it's sticking straight out right onto you, there's going to be no friction. It's the movement. It's the movement that causes the friction, I think.
Okay, let's try it.
Oh. It should, at least it will stop, should stop it getting worse.
Okay.
Famous last words.
At least so I don't get like a bruise.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's what I'm just,
So
but then I have sandals at least.
It's just starting to feel tender now, is it?
Yeah, like I'm developing a bruise. I think that's, well, let's try it.
Let's try it and
I
see,
feel
yeah.
like this might
We
be a
won't be
bit
offended
better.
if you go, no, I'll take it off.
Yeah. Well, I need something, so I feel like that's good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. We're gonna try our fleecy, what do you call it? Magical
Magic
fleecy?
fleecy.
Magic fleecy roll. The brand name is Carnation, and it's actually called something fleece something, and we can never remember the name.
Ah,
So
thank you.
my brother actually ordered it online for us. And as soon as you feel a little tiny hot spot, you go, oh, is that rubbing? If you put it on then, you will
prevent
not
a
get a
blister.
blister.
Okay.
So that's what we use it for. That's why it's on my toes. If you put it on anywhere that you think is a little bit, you won't get a
Do it.
blister. And then you
Okay.
just leave it on for a few days and eventually it falls off and you replace it. And if it gets wet in the shower, it just dries off.
Okay.
So,
Thank you. Okay, well, we're gonna try this because I feel like I'm getting a blister forming. Or not a blister, a bruise, which worries me a little bit. Yeah, that feels a bit better. Like, yeah, because it was getting to a point.
You're like, I can't
I was
actually
thinking,
walk it.
yeah. Whew, okay, let's keep going. The foot saga continues. So now we're trying some gel because I'm limping a bit.
And especially if you haven't eaten much, ibuprofen could be tough on your stomach.
Yeah.
So I see some
Or see what's easier on somebody.
Okay.
If you want some.
Sure, let's try
Why
it.
not?
Yeah, this is one time when I feel like that might be good.
Yeah.
I'll let that dry real quick.
It's not prescription, you get it over the counter.
No, definitely. Limping. This is not easy, but there's a part of me that keeps having this little voice in my head doubting that I'll make it to Zubiri tonight, but instead I have to get a taxi. But I think once the downhill starts, I'll do better. But right now, it's just some pain. Just some pain. Just focus one step at a time. Okay. Oh man. Okay. Okay. Wow.
This would be one of those fashion over function.
Okay, now it's flip-flops for the last, I think we have 1 kilometer or so left. Whew. That was getting really intense, guys.
Hey, living out ravine, isn't it?
Wow.
The other side actually looks a bit easier.
So this is my first time hiking in flip-flops.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but right now it actually feels like the biggest blessing on the Camino today, besides Emma and Ian, which all go in one really. But I'm really looking forward to a glass of wine and to put my feet up. I would not be upset if there was some sort of cold bath for my feet. Ooh. We just got sight of Zubiri. Oh, lost my hat. I'm so excited. Ah. Okay. Wow. Yes. I am so proud of all of us right now. So proud of my feet, proud of my ankle. Well, now sitting down, it actually looks a little bit further down the mountain than we thought. I think today's lesson is in perseverance.
Yes.
I feel like perseverance for sure. We finally made it. Ah! Well, we're almost to the thing. Oh, the bar. The bar. First we have to find the hotel. Hi, buddy. Hi.
Hola.
Hola. Oh, this feels like an accomplishment. Now it's to find, I think this town's quite small though, eh?
I think so.
So we should
Pretty
be able to find our accommodations quite easily. Okay, we found directions to my hotel. Oh, look at all the little pilgrims. They're not little, but putting their feet in the water. Oh,
It looks like heaven.
it does.
Heaven.
What? Oh no. Hello?
Hola. Hola.
Well, people, I made it. I threw off my clothes so fast when I got up here because I need to jump in the shower. I am sweaty. I am dirty. I'm so proud of myself for making it down that hill, actually the entire hike, but especially down that steep hill on rocky terrain in flip-flops. I never thought that's what my Camino would be like. So today's word that I walked with was perseverance. That is my big takeaway from today. And the entire time, I had so much fun. I definitely am in pain, but there's something about the Camino that makes this so much different than if I had just gone a hike like at home. And I really can't describe it. I think it's something that when you live it and you're here and just all this pain and the stuff just makes it so worth it. So I'm gonna go meet up with my friends. Oh, and look at, I have plants in my hair. And I'm really happy. Oh, I did want to mention that I'm staying in this plush little, let me see if you can see it. Woo, this nice private room tonight. It's super nice. It's a beautiful place. And I paid a little bit more for today because I thought this is gonna be a long few days. And I'm so glad I did. So I feel very accomplished, very happy, very fulfilled, but I need to go eat, go relax. I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye everybody, blessings. Mwah.